Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to review the 4 games I played in episode 2. I managed to win 2 out of 4, but we are going to review each game and see where we made some mistakes and try to improve that in further. So you can see already I've loaded the first game. My opponent here was 2029 rated, so quite a nice rating. And let's go into the game. So he started with his queen's pawn, d3 move, basically, and I started with d5, so very slow opening. So initially it was fine. So he pushed e4. I developed my queen there. Now computer suggests the bishop move, which I did actually. So you can see I moved to bishop a6, pressurizing his d3 pawn. Basically, he protected the pawn. I played this. I developed my rook basically. He took, and then he pushed the pawn, which completely gave away a pawn. So I took the pawn. So at this point I was quite happy with my position. I was one pawn up and my position was also quite solid. He pushed again. I played the best move. This was also played, so no issues here. This move was also fine. So here he took my bishop basically. Now the computer wants me to play knight takes knight with a check. He takes with the bishop, and then I take the knight back, and I'm clearly one pawn up with some pressure on this pawn. So my position was actually quite good. He cannot come here because I just take. So my position here was quite good, which you can also see from the evaluation bar. So I'm clean one pawn up. But here I completely forgot. So if we go back, I did this, pressurizing his pawn basically. He did this. Now I completely missed that if I take here, he can take my rook. And he's attacking my queen. So there was no, in between move that I tried to do. So that was a complete blunder from my side. One move changed the game. And yeah, and then he was quite a strong player. So he basically punished me for my one bad move. And yeah, it happens. So then I had to sack my queen, take his queen back. Then the whole position collapsed. So we can go through this. Yeah, he played quite well after all these moves. So yeah, I cannot complain too much. I made one mistake and he punished me. So yeah, this was a quick game basically. And if you see here, his accuracy was actually quite good, 92%. My accuracy was 78%. So cannot complain too much. He was a strong player after all. So I lost this game. Then the next game I played was against 1862 rated player. So again, I played my favorite opening, e4. He went with e6 d5 move. We exchanged pawns. Everything was smooth here. Nothing major. Now here actually I had a good chance basically. So I took the rook. He took with the pawn. Now I should have just taken his knight and completely shattered his king side pawn structure, but I didn't do this. I missed it in a way, but I was also not too keen on giving up my strong black bishop. So I took, and then I brought my knight here. My idea was just to bring the rook in the open file, attacking the queen. So he played this. I first brought my bishop back. He reinforces his knight in the center, and then he attacked my bishop. So I went back. Here we exchanged the knights and also the rooks. Now I have good pressure on this pawn, which is quite nice, because he has some issues that he has to solve. He cannot push here because then I just take with a check, and he's one pawn down. Yeah, so I like my position here. Yeah, so he did this. I brought my queen up. Now he tried to exchange the queen, but I liked my queen's placement, so I did not exchange it. I gave a check. And here computer is asking me to just go on with breaking his pawn structure in the center. But yeah, if you do this, you win a pawn basically. Yeah, that could have been a good move. But I wanted to be extra solid and try to be as persistent as possible to be annoying to him. So I played my queen here, trying to attack his pawn here, b7 pawn, and he defended it together with defending his bishop. Now I improved the position of my king so as to not to allow any check on the back rank in the future. Then he tried to exchange the queen again. I gave a check. Here at this position, I had an option to go here or here or here. But my idea to go here was then this pawn is pinned, so I can try to attack it with my pawn and try to break down his structure, which is protecting the king. I wanted the king to be wide open. So I did this. And now I gain more space here, because then if I manage to bring my queen here and to g6 in the future, it's going to be devastating for him. So that was my plan. He protected this square so that my queen cannot enter, which was a good idea from his side. But then I tried to open up his king even more. He took, I took. Now here he again wanted to exchange the queen. And yeah, he was successful here, but I was happy with this, because then my king comes up and his king side pawns are quite they are kind of locked, so he cannot do anything there. So I took, so we exchanged the queen. I mean, the computer here shows quite equal position, but I had this move, and then I tried to expand on the queen side, basically placing all my pawns in white squares, because then his black bishop cannot attack any of my pawns. And here he made a mistake, because already he's pushing or he's giving me some play with moving his pawn to black squares. So my black bishop was quite happy here. He took, I took, he defended his pawn. Now you can see all his or 4 of his pawns are on black squares, which is quite good for my black bishop. So I moved in with my king. So in the end game, you should always try to capture more space with your king. And then I started attacking his pawns. Now I'm attacking his bishop, so his bishop has to move. I can give a check. Now you can see my position is completely winning at this point. So I won a pawn again, and I simply wanted to exchange. So if I exchange, I'm completely winning now. I won another pawn, and the opponent resigned here. So it was a great game from my side. Very good accuracy. As you can see, I had 93% accuracy. He also had good accuracy. He has 88%, but then I played better moves in crucial moment of the game. So that was the second game, sorry. Third game, I played an opponent who was 1866 rated, so still quite a good rating, and the game went like this. So he started with this, with this B pawn advancing, which normally I don't like it because you need to capture the center, but I think that's also one of the moves that you can play. Now the computer simply is asking me to take, because if I take, I can develop my knight. Yeah, and then he can push my bishop back. Yeah, I mean, it goes on, it's equal still. But I wanted to keep the center pawn, so I defended my pawn, developed my knight. He was advancing all his pawns. Now this move, computer don't like it so much, but yeah, I was simply attacking this pawn. I pushed, I played the best move. He took my knight, and again I played the best move, so I'm now attacking his bishop. Computer doesn't like this one because I think he wanted me to play this. So if I play this and he takes en passant, I can either take this first. No, I cannot do that. So I need to take like this. Okay, so you can see he has two isolated pawns, or one isolated pawn in the center, which would have been much better and much easier to attack. But okay, I didn't play this. I played this move. Then I developed my bishop. Now here I didn't see that his second knight is also attacking my pawn. I completely missed that for some reason. But okay, he took, and I had bishop pair. Here I try to attack his weakness here. Now it's important that he cannot come here because I can just take his queen. So it's difficult for him at this point to defend this pawn. So he came here. I went back with my knight, attacking his bishop, and here he completely blundered. He gave me his bishop for free, and then I brought my knight back, attacking his b4 pawn. Yeah, I defended my knight, and after that the position was very easy to play because I had strong bishops, and he also blundered this knight move. Now he cannot protect his center pawn, so then the game was over. He resigned. Good game to my opponent, but yeah, here he had 77% accuracy and I had 87, so I played quite well on this game. Then coming to the last game, this was a short game. I made a big blunder here and my accuracy was also very bad, so let's quickly go through this game. Everything was going smoothly. Now this, I should not have played this. I don't know why I played this. I could have just taken the pawn, because if he takes like this, I can bring back my bishop. Okay, then he takes, then he attacks my queen. I have to give up my queen. Okay, so he had a very good position. His bishops were quite strong. I try to keep the position locked, because if he takes here, I'm happy to take with the knight. Then he can we will exchange, and I will take with the queen, and my queen is really good here, very active piece. So I wanted to go into this, but the opponent was up to the task, so he played this. I pushed. Yeah, he played this knight move. Now computer really wants me to sacrifice my bishop here, because you can do this and then you give a check at the end. and then you win this knight. So this was a really good tactic that I missed. But okay, I brought my bishop back, which is already a mistake, because now he gets a lot of activity, so he can push again. Now computer wanted me to go here. Now I had plans, or I thought of going here, but then I was like, if he comes here, then okay, I can do this. If he takes, I give a check. He brings here. If he this, then I can pin his knight. Wow, this would have been amazing. Yeah, but you can see white is still winning somehow, even though I mean, practically speaking, this position is really good for black, I think, because his king is wide open. I have so many threats. Yeah, maybe I should have gone for this. Computer says white is winning because he's up a knight, but still I think practically speaking this was a very good chance for black to win this game. Yeah, but I didn't go for this. I went back. He pushed my pawn away, my knight away with his pawn. And yeah, now I don't play so well. I mean, I made a lot of blunders here. Computer is already asking him to sack, because if he sacks, he comes here. If I go back, then he can just go for checkmate. Then I need to just give away my queen. Yeah, so it's game over. Yeah. But he went back. I took the knight. Yeah, I mean here, then he just double attacked my bishop. So now my bishop is under attack, and he has a big threat of checkmate. So I should have seen that before. But okay, I sacked my bishop for some counterplay. My knight is also hanging, so it's really a difficult position to play. I gave a check, and then he played the best move. The moment I played the queen there, I knew that I'm lost. Yeah, then I just did something which here he took en passant, and yeah, I completely forgot that my queen was hanging. But the game was quite over, so I lost all hope at that point. And he just took my queen, and I resigned. So this was the last game. If we see the accuracy, my opponent played with a 90% accuracy. I could have had better accuracy. My accuracy was 71%, but I should have been more accurate there. I think I had good chances in that game. But okay, that was the game. Thank you so much. If you haven't watched the episode 2 of all these games where I actually played them, I will put the description below. But thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.